Hey, everyone! Today's story sounds like it's straight out of a science fiction movie, but I promise you, it's 100% true. Back in 2012, millions of people around the world, myself included, were glued to their screens, watching a man step to the very edge of space and jump. His name was Felix Baumgartner, an Austrian skydiver and a true daredevil. His goal was simple, yet absolutely insane. He wanted to jump from 39 kilometers above the Earth, break the sound barrier with just his body, and, of course, land alive. Now, this wasn't a NASA mission. It was a project sponsored by Red Bull, called Stratos. And it was, without a doubt, one of the riskiest human experiments ever attempted. Experts lined up to warn him of the dangers. They said if his pressurized suit failed, the low pressure would make his blood literally boil. If he spun too fast during the fall, he would lose consciousness and spiral to his death. Even NASA engineers reportedly called the idea borderline suicide. But Felix, he didn't back down. Not for a second. For 5 long years, he trained relentlessly. He pushed his body to its limits, conditioned his mind to handle extreme stress, and learned to manage his fear. Then, the day finally came, October 14, 2012. Felix climbed into a small, specially designed capsule, which was attached to a massive helium balloon the size of a 33-story building. Slowly, painstakingly, it began its ascent. Up, 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 through the clouds, past the cruising altitude of commercial jets, and into the thin, frigid air where the blue of the sky fades into the blackness of space. It took over 2 hours to reach its peak altitude. At 128,000 feet, or about 39 kilometers high, he depressurized the capsule and opened the door. For a moment, a profound silence fell over the live feed. Below him, the entire Earth stretched out, its curvature clearly visible, like a beautiful blue and white marble. Above him, only the endless, cold darkness of the cosmos. Standing on the edge of forever, he spoke a few simple words into his radio, words that would become iconic. "I'm going home now." And then, he jumped. At first, everything seemed to go according to plan. He was falling in a stable, head-down position. But just seconds later, disaster struck. Felix started spinning violently, completely out of control. It was a flat spin, the most dangerous situation a skydiver can face. The G-forces were building rapidly, and if he couldn't stop the spin, he would black out within seconds. On the ground, Mission Control held its breath. It was a terrifying, heart-stopping moment that stretched for what felt like an eternity. After 50 agonizing seconds of spinning through the void, he managed to regain control. He stabilized his body, and then, he started accelerating, faster and faster and faster, until he did what many thought was impossible. Felix Baumgartner became the first human being to break the sound barrier in a free fall, reaching a mind-boggling speed of 1,357 kilometers per hour, Mach 1.25. He was literally a human bullet. After 4 minutes and 20 seconds of falling through the stratosphere, his parachute deployed perfectly. Minutes later, he landed gently on his feet in the New Mexico desert, a new world record holder. When he finally took off his helmet, he knelt down, raised his fists in triumph, and smiled. He later said something truly profound. "Sometimes, you have to go really high to understand how small you are." That day, Felix didn't just make history. He pushed the boundaries of human potential and reminded the world that with courage and determination, the impossible can become possible. His story teaches us that fear is often just a temporary feeling, but the pursuit of greatness can create a legacy that lasts forever. Thanks for watching this incredible story. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing tales from our world. See you in the next one.